One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Burgess Snowfield at Amherst Stadium, home to the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the James Madison Dukes, taking on a team from the MAC, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Gamecocks will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. He's got him. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
The Dukes are moving quickly down the field. Here's the give off the left side. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Let's talk for a second about James Madison. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Quick strike complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
I think early in the game, you can really set the tone. You got the completion. You set up a manageable 4th down situation. Do I want to be aggressive? Do I want to show them I'm willing to go for it on 4th down? I got a great opportunity right here.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He's going to take off. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And that's the money down, man. 4th down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job, great decision-making by the quarterback on that play.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man on the right. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The give to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, the give, looking for room. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
And the Dukes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Finds his big tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
This is a big moment for this offense. You keep the ball this long, you have to finish the deal. 3rd and goal. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Dukes. First score of the game goes up. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
He'll bring it out. It's Rossi. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
The run from the shotgun. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Fires to the big fella. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Bunch formation for these receivers.
Green 25, arrow.
To the air on second down. Rushes on him. Picked off to stop the threat. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, I can tell you haven't played the position. If you can't step into throws and you can't follow through, it obviously affects your accuracy. And I think the hit on the quarterback right there certainly contributed to that interception.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Running to the left. Runs through the tackle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive.
Lost one deep down the right side. And it's picked off right at the goal line. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. That was not a great throw. Might even call it ungood. Tried to put some air under it and just made it too easy.
I don't think the quarterback had a lot of confidence in where he was going with that football, Reese. I mean, that's a ball that needed to get there so much sooner. You got to put a little bit more mustard on that throw, and just lobbing the ball down the field like that, I don't know. You're asking for an interception.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Here's a heat. Fires on the move. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set. I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
Backed up in their own end. Just find some breathing room. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
The Dukes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sideline, it's Lewis. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And a really good job focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet, trying to stay in bounds, but did a good job catching the football first and getting that 1 foot they needed in bounds.
And the Dukes come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Finds his big tight end. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
They go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to pass. Gets it out fast. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Dukes have this offense rolling. They'll give it to Johnson.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got his man. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they are going to be gassed.
Quarterback will keep it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Everybody and their brother showing blitz. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays when I can be...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, James Madison.
Yeah, now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Rossi. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ware. Sweet cut there. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This offense just has to find a way to find the rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Blasted as he lets it go.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got it in the middle. It's where? Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
How about this defense? Great job by the defense, forcing the turnover. You already got a lead. Now you get the ball right back to your offense right before the half. Big-time momentum swing.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Power football with the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later.
A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, and if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On third down, he drops to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisiana Tech is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Ruston for some time. They're up by 21 over Kennesaw State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. It's complete to the left. Man, just a short, safe pass. They pick up a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Finds a tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Gamecocks come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw on third down. Quarterback now breaking the field. He'll try to do it himself. Complete to the right. Creates a little room. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. A good break there as the penalty gives them the third down conversion. First down here for the offense. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. So he gets stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. Dances away. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Dukes will kick it away to crank up the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Russell. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Plucks it out of the air. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Quick completion on the out. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
He'll keep it himself. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
Coming out with it, it's Rossi. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Gotta take...
Reels it in down the left side. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50.
Here we go.
Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Ware.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. They get to him as he throws. Catch in the middle. It's Connor. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal.
Let's go. Let's go.
They're trying to slam it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Jacksonville State.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
This time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the 2-point conversion, but was denied.
23, Jacksonville State, 6.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Using the quick game. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
From the gun, running back on the move. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
The Dukes will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card, and you saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
Looking for a deep man. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
We've come to the break, and James Madison is on top. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza.
Lasso. Let's go.
Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Off play action. Here comes the heat. And it's incomplete on third down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He'll start this drive firing. He's going for a big play downfield. And they can't. Connection going for a big play on first down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Here's the pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. He's got it down the right side. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback adapting. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, though.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
They want that clock to run. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Nice job in coverage on that 3rd and short. Defensively taking all the throws and options away for the quarterback, and now we're setting up 4th down.
They punted away on 4th down. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He slings it deep to the left. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Forced out of the pocket. Unloads to the right. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. Might be changing the route. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the 1st down. The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Ware. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to keep it in the air. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Splits the uprights. It's good. This is now a 7-point game. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. A little screen to the running back. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble. You just couldn't secure it.
It's 1st down from their own 23-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Fighting off the defender. Got room at the 35. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 30. At the 20. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Dukes.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisiana Tech is showing little remorse for its opponent today. Feels like ever since they arrived at the stadium, that Bulldogs offense has been a buzzsaw.
And the returner will be knocked down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. He's got it on the left. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Makes the catch. It's Ware. Wide open spaces. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. This quarterback has to stay calm, cool, and collected and drive his team down for a score late in the 4th. They'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Quarterback making checks. Finds his tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to take a shot. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. To the ground with the back. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you've got to use your timeout. You've got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
Thanks so much for spending some time with